We're racing in about an hour and a half. They're doing sprints in the car park. Hey guys, welcome back to another vlog from the British Masters Championships 2023 here at Ponds Forge, Sheffield. And we have two relays today. We've already swum the 4x50 medley relay, but I'm not going to spoil it. The British record is 1:38.1, set in 2005 at the European Masters Championships with star-studded lineup, including Andy Manley, the head coach of Loughborough Uni Swimming. Today, we didn't know what would happen. We've got Reg on the backstroke, me on the free, Kieran on the breast, and big Matt Henry on the butterfly. And we knew if we got close to our best, we would get under the record. We then have a massive gap, 10 or so hours, before coming back for the most anxiously awaited race of the weekend, the 4x200 freestyle, where if we get it right, we could come away as European record holders, but if it all goes wrong, we might not even set a British record. We're going to head back now and do some recovery before coming back and getting after that 4x2. We're just waiting for a little presentation now.
Presentations in the 100 plus 4x50 freestyle relay men's in a time of 1 minute 36.15. We have double dance.
To the medal parade. But before we go any further, a quick word from today's sponsor, One Blade Shave.
If I've executed this video properly, I've already introduced this video and told you what we're doing today. But now we cut back to 8 AM before I left to pick up Kieran and drive to Sheffield so I can talk about today's channel sponsor, One Blade. Now I have previously talked about One Blade where I looked at their Genesis razor, their flagship option, the best of the best. But if you watched that before, I want a bit of the One Blade magic, that pivot in head, but don't want to pay $300+ for a razor, then maybe it's the core that you need to be considering to buy. At just $49, this is an awesome option. It still has most of the great features, but uses slightly cheaper materials such as copolyester. This is still a top razor. It just doesn't have all the bells and whistles of the previous model. I'm going to shave down with this now so that I can swim faster than ever. Let's see how it goes.
And Reg gets us underway in the 4x50 medley relay, going in lane 1, the second from the bottom, wearing the Mad Wave suit. Now, we had to put Reg on the backstroke because it made the most sense for me and Matt to do the flying free. Kieran is the only member of this team that can swim breaststroke in the slightest, so Reg led us off. And he has a PB of 28.2, and the boys in lane 2 and 3 go 28.1 here. But it says Reg goes 29.1, but watching this race back, it looks like they touch almost identically. And because I'm down there on the photo finish, I actually gave Reg a slight advantage, but I can almost say with certainty he was anywhere between 28.0 and 28.2, which would have been a PB. It also means we don't know exactly what Kieran's split is. Kieran has a PB of 29.3, but I think this was about 28.5 to 28.8, and we can just see him blast away from the rest of the field. Considering us 2 and 3 were all neck and neck at 50, even with that long finish, he hands over to Matt miles ahead of the opposition. And Matt absolutely nails this leg. He has a strong underwater, smooth, powerful strokes, takes 0 breaths throughout the whole of this race, and goes a 24.88 under his PB of 25.04. Now the British record we're going for is 1:48.1, and a combination of our PBs would be 1:46.4. So we are pretty confident going into this, and as long as I could put together a strong last leg, we'd be both under the British record and a combination of our PBs, although the European record of 1:43.83 and the world record of 1:41.7 are quite distant for now. I hold my stroke rate really nicely until I take this breath, and then I power on to the finish, beating out Portsmouth North Sea, who are also under the old British record for second. I split a 23.84, and our overall time was 1:45.58, destroying the old British record and giving us a lot of confidence going forward to the rest of the weekend. So today, Reg, what do we do?
British record, mate, again.
Woo! Kieran, how's the breaststroke? Did you just lick the egg?
Yeah, lick the egg.
I think Matt's trying to work out if we get a medal or something. They were presenting medals for British records, but there's been so many, they might have sacked that off.
So there we have the official result confirming that 1:45.58 the British record for double laps.
Oh. Race 1 of the morning done. Swim down.
Swim down. 2 for 2. 2 for 2.
4x50 medley record. We don't know these official splits because Reg didn't come up, but Reg and Kieran averaged 28.4. 24.8, no breath on the 50 fly.
Yeah, I'll take that. Like super nervous on the block with Kieran swimming in. Went to do a step in, and then I was like, no, not stepping in. I'm shaking too much, so I just stood over the block like a dive from the 50s, and my dive was awful. So I'm with a 24.8, yeah. With that dive, I'll take it.
Pretty much went 24.8, just 55.
Yeah, no,
With no takeover.
yeah, no.
You just went 24.8 fly.
I reckon there is that chance.
You may as well just do the individual now.
He is doing individual. None of us entered individuals except Matt, 50 flies tomorrow morning.
And that's after all the relays, so I was like, I can do it.
Oh my God. I just went mega dizzy. So between the medley relay and the 4x200, we've got the Lumi ice tub. We added extra ice. Eggs made us a lovely bacon, egg and beans.
What have I done?
You've done your ice bath?
I've done it, yeah. I'm catching some breeze.
So we just got back to the pool for the 4x200, and my boy Ethan. If you remember the Oman vlogs back when I was in Muscat, Ethan's been in a good handful of vlogs back then. But he's come bearing a gift.
Yeah, so there you go. You probably explain them better than me.
That's, well, what we got here? We've got the Speedo FS3. Now I'm going to do a full video on these with the history and stuff. But this was like the big Speedo unveiled suit, poster bodysuits, and basically about 3 weeks ago, Ethan sends me a little message. You give us background on the story.
Yeah, so I was looking in a sports trader, just browsing, and I stumbled across these in like where there were a bunch of skins, and I saw these. Sent a text to Sonny. I was like, look what I've just found. Can you pick them up for me? But they're crazy.
So these were £30 with tag. They come with these gloves to put them on.
Unfortunately, no box.
This suit doesn't even have a waistband. It's brand new, as you can see. The size is SR7, which I don't even know what it means. The waistband looks super thin, but the rest of the suit looks like it will fit. But you said they have other suits there.
Yeah. They got all kinds. They basically get them sent in from Speedo themselves, and then they just resell them if they're not selling.
So do they just have Speedos, or?
I've only ever seen Speedos in there, yeah. So they must only have links with Speedo, but
I mean, I've never seen a race suit in a retail shop, let alone an FS3, let alone brand new. That's all we're going to talk about it today, but we're going to get back to the 4x2 entertainment. But if you want to see more on the suit, subscribe to the channel, and I'll be making a full video on the history of the FS3 and what I actually think about it. It's a crazy suit. No drawstring, weird wiring, pull tabs. It was like the first high-waisted suit. It looks mega high. It looks like a corset. Crazy stuff. Cheers, Eve, for providing it. 30 quid brand new from a sports trader in an unknown location in the UK. He doesn't want to give up his secret spot.
So we've got Matt leading off this 4x2 for Dartmoor Darts, aka Swimsuit Guy Mafia for this 4x2 relay, going for the European and British record. British record is 7:59, I believe, and the European is 7:56, so very nice start from Matt. Nice holding pace. 55, 100, 55.3. Sonny's pre-pull, as you can see, cheering everyone along. Oh, just missed it. Nice in a 158.6, 6.9. On to Reg. Another 158 from Reg.
I feel like the boys thought they had a couple of 155.
Yeah.
I feel like they're a little bit off the pace. Kieran's 5k run hasn't helped.
Oh. Go on. He said he was going to negative split this, so coming home nicely. Sonny now, first 50. That was 205 from Kieran. 30 points, rest of the 50s. 29s. Come on. Come on, Sonny. Yeah. What an absolute last leg.
Me and the boys finishing a time of 8:07.7, which was probably down to the 205 split by me and Kieran at the end after two 158s from Reg and Matt. I think it really shows how impressive Totness's British record is, and even more so the 7:38 world record by a team in Japan. We'll have to train a lot more if we want to challenge this British record come next year. Masters meets are truly fantastic, and if you've never done one, I really do recommend it. Now, in the relays, you swim in categories based on the cumulative age of your team. We compete in the 100 to 120 category, basically meaning we average from 25 to 30 years per person. Now, this team here that were also in our heat are in the 320 to 360 category, basically meaning their team averages from 80 to 90 years of age, which is just mental to think that there's four guys smashing out 200 freestyles in their 80s. This team finished a little while after us, and I did have to wait into the pool till they finished, but it's still fantastic to see, and I'm glad Dad got this little bit of footage. The most impressive thing I saw all weekend was a 77-year-old man swim a European record of 30.1 for the 50 freestyle. That's long course. Think about how fast that is at 77. Brilliant stuff. Oh, that was a lot of things. Just finished the 4x2. Coming down to swim down, and it was a lot of things. Humbling comes to mind, tough comes to mind. Bit up a bit more we can true. My main thing is that I feel really hungry for tomorrow in the 4x1. Matt led off in 55.3, and I was like, oh, we're killing everything here. And then
went 103.
And then that's when I realised, uh-oh. And then Reg went 158, there's Reg over there. And then Kieran went out over a minute, and I was like, oh. But you know what? I thought while I'm doing it, I'm glad we're doing this. I'm glad we haven't just done the 4x50s. I'm glad we're doing all the races. Same we didn't do the medley yesterday. Biggie, dog's coming for a swim with us. Mate, you're looking wham. I need a six-pack like that. I see you got the tattoo as well now.
Yeah. Alan's strongest pressure.
What we got? This one? Oh, the Spartan.
Spartan, matched with my dad.
Oh, that's cute.
Steal for you.
Me and Ethan have been voted the best mullets of British Masters champs. That's what we voted. You know, my inspiration for a mullet was Ethan's little brother Lucas. Shout out to you, Lucas. Lucas, we want to see you back in the pool. He got a mullet when he was 8 years old, and then by 10 he had a six-pack, and by 12 his biceps were bigger than that of Eddie Hall. So we want to see you back in the pool, Lucas. Let's go swim before the lactate breaks me. Here we go. Egg's cooked up a storm for the final night. What we got, Egg?
A trio of sausage pasta.
3 sausages.
3 different sausages. Chicken.
Guys, yeah, all gone.
Chicken, pork, chicken, pork and apple, and vegetarian.
Lovely. And if you do want one of these shirts, that's the last XL one on Kieran. So if you want one, get it quick. They're running out. We've only got medium and large left on my website. Tuck in, boys. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe. We've got one more day of relays tomorrow.
He's bed swapping. Send it to Nina.
He's
bed swapping.
We've got the 4x1 freestyle tomorrow. Wow. That'll be a separate vlog.
Egg is warm.
Can we get back on winning ways? I don't know.
Eggs are boiled eggs.